We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello students, today we will learn about the RAID. So what is RAID? RAID is known as redundant array of independent disk, or you can say redundant array of inexpensive disk. How does RAID works? So take some inexpensive disk and group them together, which will make the system see them as one single disk. This is done by using a RAID controller card that handle all input output to the disk and which knows where the stored data can be found. So here there is not a single hard disk we are using, just like your laptop, but here we are going to use so many individual inexpensive disk, and then we will look all those disks as a single disk. So why we are learning this RAID and what are the benefits? So let's see the benefits. Benefits of RAID. First one is data loss. Data loss can be very dangerous for an organization as data is very essential and important thing for any organization. RAID technology prevents data loss due to disk failure. Obviously because RAID is using multiple disk. Third one is RAID technology can be implemented in hardware or software. And fourth one, servers make use of RAID technology. Now there are so many levels in RAID. RAID 0 is known as stripping. RAID 1 is known as mirroring. RAID 2, redundancy through hemming. RAID 3, bit interleaved parity. RAID 4, block interleaved parity. RAID 5, stripping with parity. There are RAID 6 and RAID 10 also. So first of all, understanding about mirroring and stripping is essential before understanding all those levels. So first of all, what is mirroring? So mirroring, that means duplicate every disk. Logical disk consists of 2 physical disks. Every write is carried out on both disks. So now this third point means that every write, that means there are read and write operation. If you are writing something on disk, then will be copied to another disk as well. If one of disk fail, data read from the other. So here we are doing the copy of one disk to another disk. So if one disk get failed, then we have still backup on our other disk. And last one, data permanently lost only if the second disk fails before the first failed disk is replaced. So if you can't copy your data on the other disk and your first disk get failed, then your data will be the permanently lost. Now what is data stripping? So fundamental to RAID, a method of concatenating multiple drives into one logical storage unit, splitting the bits of each byte across multiple disks. Stripping can be bit level stripping or block level stripping. Example, an array of 8 disks. Write bit I of each byte to disk I. Sectors are 8 times the normal size, 8 times the access rate. Similarly for blocks of file or block level stripping. In short, stripping, that means divide your data into bit level, byte level or block level. Here there is a figure where you can see actual stripping. So on the left hand side, you can see that here strip 0, strip 1 up to strip 15, and here physical disk 0, physical disk 1, physical disk 2 and physical disk 3. And here in disk 0 we have strips 0, 4, 8, 12. Here so 1, now 5, we will 9, learn 13, level 0, 2, 6, which is 10, known as 14 stripping. And so first of all, see the figure here. There is A, B, C, D parts, and we are dividing our parts like A and C are here and B and D are here. and here we have two hard disks, STD0 and STD1. Now let's see. RAID level 0 divides data into block units and write them across a number of disks. As data is placed across multiple disks, it is also called data stripping. There is no parity checking of data. So if data in one drive gets corrupted, then all the data would be lost. Thus, RAID 0 does not support data recovery. RAID 0 implementation require minimum of 2 disks. Now I'm giving you the simple example that if I am giving you one task that write down the ABCD A to Z. So if for an example think that you will require 2 minutes. Okay. Now I am giving the same task to two students, that first students write A to M and further up to Z the second student have to write. So that 2 minute task will be divided by 1 minute because both will parallelly work on that. So here the same we are doing, that if I want to write A B C D here, see in figure, so we can divide the first hard disk will do the A and C, and parallelly second hard disk will work on B and D. So RAID implementation require minimum 2 disks, but that is no data recovery as it does not support parity check. What is parity check? I'll explain you in detail. So advantage of level 0 is offer great performance because simultaneously both disks are working. There is no overhead because caused by parity controls, because we are not doing any parity check or error checksum or anything else. Just we are providing task and the task is done by minimum 2 disks, so there is no overhead, easy to implement. Disadvantage, not fault tolerant. If some fault or data loss will be there, then we can't recover our data. It should not be used on mission critical system because it is not secure. Now level 1, mirroring. Mirroring means duplication of data as we have shown the earlier. Now see the figure here, RAID 1 mirroring. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 disk 1 and the same we will copy same data on disk 2. So let's see. Mirroring means duplication of data, i.e. data are stored twice, writing them to both the data disk and a mirror disk. The controller use either the data drive or the mirror drive for data recovery. So if our data get lost from the one disk, still we can get our data from the second disk. Now advantage is data do not have to be rebuilt. And disadvantage is storage capacity is only half of the total disk capacity. So if you have the data of 15 GB, you require 30 GB of space. So storage capacity will be half. So now level 2, known as redundancy through hemming. So here we will learn about the bit level stripping, means that the file is broken into bit sized pieces. Here you can see in figure that here we have data disk and ECC disk, and here data is broken into bit size pieces. It use hemming code for error correction. So if there is any error or any problem in data, so we are using the another two disk here, disk 3 and disk 4 for the error correction. Advantage of this type is data transfer rate is very high. Single bit error can be detected and corrected. If you get any error throughout any transmission, then we can correct it by the ECC block. Disadvantage, RAID 3 give better performance at lower price. Level 3, bit interleaved parity. So now here byte level streaming means that the file is broken into byte size of pieces. So byte level stripping means that the file is broken into bite-sized pieces written in parallel on two or more drives. An additional drive stores parity information. You can see here that here we are having additional drive, and here this drive STD0 to STD3 contains the original data, and here we have another disk which is for the parity data creation. So advantage of this kind of level is it provides high throughput for large data transfers. disk failures do not significantly slow down throughput. Now disadvantage is there, performance is slower for random small input output operation. So now in this figure you can see that this parity dedicated parity disk here briefly they have explained that A to D is parity for ABCD. So you can see that here ABCD. If there is any problem to ABCD, then it will clear out with A to D parity ABCD. Same like E to H, I to L and M to P. Level 4 is known as block interleaved parity. So this is the same as level 3. What is the difference is in level 3 we are working on byte level stripping. Here we will uh, do the block level stripping. So block level stripping means that each file is split into the block of certain size. Allow each member to act independently when only a single block is requested. Service multiple read requests simultaneously. You can see in this figure that there are disk 1, disk 2, disk 3 and another disk 4 just like level 3 that is known as parity disk, and here are block stripped. Advantage is reading operation are very fast, fault tolerance is very high. Disadvantage, in degrade mode its reading operation becomes slow. Writing operation on disk is extremely slow because blocks contain the heavy data rather than byte. Level 5 is known as stripping with parity. So in level 3 and level 4, we had separate disk for parity checking. But in level 5, you can see that we do not have another separate parity check disk, but our parity is included in our data disk. So RAID 5 is the most common secure RAID level. It requires at least 3 drive but can work with up to 16. So minimum 3 and up to 16. Data blocks are striped across the drives and on one drive a parity checksum of all block data is written. The parity data are not written to a fixed drive, they are spread across all drive as the drawing below shows. Now advantage of this kind of level is read data transaction are very fast while write data transaction are somewhat slower due to parity that has to be calculated. You can see here the parity, each and every block have parity, so write operation may be slower. If a drive fails, you still have access to all data even while the failed drive is being replaced and the storage controller rebuilds the data on the new drive. The disadvantage is disk failure have an effect on throughput. This is complex technology. Now here you can see another level, level 6. It's just like the level 5 but here stripping with double parity. In level 5 we had the single parity and here you can see that there are double parity. And the another level is also there, RAID level 10, which is combination of RAID 1 and RAID 0. In RAID 0 we divided our information and in RAID 1 we did the mirroring. So it's a combination of mirroring and stripping. You can see that here we have block 1357, same way the mirror image 1357. So here total we have data 1 to 8. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, but in drive 1 1 to 7 1357. So same we have drive 2 for the mirroring of drive 1 and same way we have drive 4 for the mirroring of drive 3. Thank you.